Hi there. Love conquers all. Did you know that? I wanted you to hear that today. And all days, because you need to. So I just found out, funny story, that from my neighbor directly across the street from me, that her neighbor directly next door to her used to work at NASA, and all of his education was paid for by MIT. Of course, that kind of blew my mind. And so, out walking the dog this morning, I see the guy and I run up to him. He's out getting ready to leave for work or wherever he's going. And I run up to him and I say, "Hey, I just heard from Mary next door here that you had all of your education paid for by MIT and that you worked at NASA. Is that true?" And he says, "Yeah, I actually worked there for a little while." And so I, lit up and said, "Man, I'm real interested in this stuff. And I'm really interested in the fact that you worked there. Would you ever allow me to pick your brain?" And the guy was very excited and said, "Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool." And so I said, "I even talk about this stuff online. So this would be great. So tell me when we can, and I would really, really love to basically interview you. We're going to get together some weekday, and we're going to do this." And that's the thing. If he's supposed to get back to me, and if he doesn't, like, I'm gonna go back over there just like I did today. So one way or another, I will either be accepted or rejected. But we have an interview pending with an actual guy who worked at NASA with all of his education paid for by MIT. This will be uncensored, unfiltered, whatever, assuming he doesn't get up and run off. I got on Facebook immediately after I talked to him this morning and told a friend, like, "Hey, check this out. I've got this interview set up with this guy who literally worked at NASA and had all of his education paid for by MIT. What questions he got?" And he has the same questions everyone else does. So I'm going to see what happens, and I'm going to ask this guy, how did we make it through the Van Allen belts? Why didn't we go back to the moon? Do you know about NASA's occultic history? Do you know about Jack Parsons being a black magic magician and him being the reason why supposedly NASA even exists, and the whole JPL engine originally mean Jack Parsons, but they had to change it to jet propulsion to cover up the fact that this guy was a black magic magician? Are you a Mason? Did you see anything weird? Did you hear anything weird? Were there a lot of Masons in there that you know of? Is there anything that NASA says that you don't agree with? And maybe even why did you leave? And whatever he'll answer without, me getting too personal or rude about things, I'm just going to see how it goes. And if it goes well, I'll see if he will do it again, and do it maybe, if not videotaped, audio taped. And if he even wants the audio garbled, that's fine, and just see what happens. But yeah, stay tuned. Going to have an uncensored interview, hopefully, with the guy who worked at NASA with an education paid for by MIT. And like I said, he's either going to accept this or reject this, because if he don't come and get together with me and say we're going to do it this weekday, I'm going to come right to him, just like I did this morning. What have you done for love today?